Karis, Master Tornado, you're riding race 3 on Wednesday night. You've sort of ridden him a fefew times now, and you're gradually getting that bit closer.
Yes, Nick. Of course, his last run was a promising run, and he's down in a class where I think this horse can actually win the race. So I'm just hoping now. He's in good form. He's in good shape in the morning. So I'm hoping he can go to racer with a good draw and perform well.
Yeah, you mentioned that draw, of course. He's in 1. Does that sort of give you nice options? I mean, because he has led in the past, but he's also taken a sit. So I guess you could have sort of an A and a B sort of game plan from there.
Yeah. Also, he has been getting some outside gate where he's been doing a little bit of work to get into a handy position. So I think with a good draw, he will have to save some energy from the start, and if he's leading or he's in a handy position, I just think the draw will really make a big difference this time.
Yeah, and that run 4 starts ago, you rode him off a mark of 60. He's off of 55 here, but he was only 3/4 behind Lean Hero, so that's strong form.
Yeah, like I said, I think he's progressing nicely. He's getting better with each run, so I'm just really hoping that he can go to races and do his best.
Brenton, Avdulla, you've got Savvy Delight coming up on Wednesday evening. Very honest horse who ran a super race last time.
Yeah, he seems to run to his mark majority of the time there, Nick. He's racing really well. He's struggled to get another win on the board, but yeah, he's getting awfully close. And a few times I've ridden him, he's loomed up and just fallen short. So hopefully there tomorrow night he can get the job done.
He's just typical, isn't he, really, of a horse that does go well at this track. As you say, he likes it here, he runs to his mark. And last time out, I thought he showed plenty of grit to put his head down and try hard for you.
Yeah, he's a specialist 1,000-metre horse. He obviously goes keen, so you just got to drop your hands and get him to switch off. And he loves Happy Valley, corners well, and he always tries hard. So, he's a specialist horse at the 1,000 around the valley, and John's got him in really good order.
He's not necessarily a horse who's going to be sort of, front 3 or 4, 5 perhaps, but you're drawn gate 3, so that certainly makes life a bit easier.
Yeah, it just gives you the opportunity just to drop on his neck and let him relax, because he doesn't ride the speed or anything. He can get pretty keen, so he's usually second half, and if there's good gallop, which there usually is around the valley, that's when he can launch late.
You ride him, of course, for John's size. You've had a little while to let it all sink in after the weekend. I know you didn't manage to claim one of the Group 2s, but what a day. Yeah,
massive result. It was just, it was the first time I went to the races on a Sunday with that sort of book, though, a strong book of rides, and was able to capitalise on it. So Hong Kong, we all know it's about opportunities and trying to make the most of them, and I was very fortunate enough to be able to get those opportunities and make the most of them.
One opportunity that might come your way with a sort of a half glance towards Happy Valley, of course, is that you put yourself in some sort of contention for IJC as well. I mean, I'm sure you would have read that news. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it, if you could get in there?
I had no idea about it till I was off my 4th winner there on the other day, and one of the stewards said to me, "Oh, you've just leapfrogged most of the jocks into the IJC spot." So yeah, look, if it's not something I'd planned on or thought about or anything, it's usually a position there for the top 3, and Huey's obviously indisposed, so it's a position now that affords someone else. But if we can make the most of it on Wednesday night and grab that position, well, yeah, it'd be an honour, because if you told me first season I'd be representing Hong Kong in the IJC, it'd be a big thrill.
You had your parents here as well, Brenton. Do they stay around as long as that? Potentially, if you did get in, would they be here to witness that?
No, I put Dad on the plane yesterday. So the wife was away for the week and Dad for the win. So I might have to put Dad back on the plane over and send the missus back off.
Zach Durham Star, one of your rides on Wednesday night's programme. Pretty good win last time, and he looked to do it quite tidily in the end.
Yeah, he finally had the circumstances to allow him to do that. There's a bit of speed on. He had a nice run in the race and came out at the right time. So it was good to see. Hopefully he's taken some confidence out of that. Douglas has got him racing really well this season. He's sort of settled in and matured a little bit more. And he just needs things to go his way. He's not the type of horse that can overcome any adversity. He needs it to fall for him. And obviously when it does, then he can perform.
A couple of pros and cons, I suppose, with him is one, he's off a higher mark now, 57, which he's obviously struggled a bit off in the past, but form has worked out. The horse you beat has come out and won last week, Dragon Star, so certainly looks good from that perspective.
Yeah, it was going to be a fairly solid form race because of the tempo, and the field was sort of strung out there towards the line, and they're generally good races going forward, but it's just a matter of just trying to get that right rhythm for him again and bring him into the race at the right time.
Just a good solid horse around here, really, isn't he?
He is, and I don't think the weight's going to be a problem. He's a strong enough horse, so that's not my concern. It's just how the races run.
Indeed it is. It's the American Club Challenge Cup, obviously collecting silverware. You were sort of at the fore this weekend, just reflecting on those two performances, of course. You said to me post-race, sort of both might need to do a bit more come IR, but I guess as that time going forward and what they've done on the weekend was obviously very pleasing, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was a step in the right direction for both of them. Obviously lucky we sort of all expect a little bit more from him, and hopefully next time he can improve that little bit more again. He's such a big, strong horse that he's just taken a couple of runs to get back towards his best, and he's going to have to draw the right gate and get the right run, but he's certainly the best sprinter we have on his day, and it was good to see Beauty Eternal take that next step as well, and he'll take a bit of confidence out of that. John's horses are going really well, and they improve from run to run, and if he finds another 1 or 2 lengths again, he's going to be right there.
I guess that was crucial for him, Zach, wasn't it? I mean, the fact that now he's sort of, he's stepping out of 4-year-old company, he's stepping up against the big boys. I mean, he's sort of, he's fronted up and he's done that at the weekend. So I guess, going forward, you'd certainly be confident that there is a bit more to come.
Yeah, well, he had a fairly interrupted preparation last season, as well as being rushed to get to the Derby. You've got that small window of opportunity, and you've got to try and get them there if you can. And John did a great job to get him there, and he just come up short. But then after that, he put 2 solid wins together again at the back at the end of the season, and he's carried that on again. So these 4-year-olds, once they acclimatise, mature, get used to the system here, then you're hoping that they're always going to take that next step. And he looks like he has, but he needs to do a little bit more again.
Keagan de Melo, Wednesday night racing coming around again quickly, of course. Happy Valley, Never Too Soon is your ride in race number 8, and it was very pleasing, I'm sure, to get the win on him last time.
Yeah, he won a really good race last time. Obviously, he had the barrier 1. It's going to be a little bit tougher this time from barrier 9. He's not a horse that has a lot of speed, but he's got good form, and he does like to come from off them, and he shows a good turn of foot. So hopefully with a few extra pounds he's made the necessary improvement, and I'm sure he'll be in the finish again.
I know you haven't got much experience with him, but that was yielding ground. Obviously, naturally it looks like it's going to be better ground. He has got form on a good surface, so versatile horse as well?
Yeah, very versatile. As I said, he was very lucky to get the inside draw last time and make a run down the inside where I thought the going was a little bit better on the night, and just hopefully things go his way and he'll get the best out of him.
He has had a trial up at Chung Fa. He was last of the 5, but I guess we don't read too much into his trials and just expect what he can do on race days is what he's good at.
Yeah, look, I thought it was quite a tough barrier that he was in, and but he's not a horse that shows you much in the morning, and so I'm not surprised he didn't show much in the trial either, but he seems to put his best foot forward race day.
Form's working out okay. He beat Wonder Kit, so would have been nice to have seen him come out and win recently.
Oh yeah, definitely, and Wonder Kit's obviously on the up as well, so this horse is just improving on a good notch, so like I've mentioned before, just hopefully he brings that form to the races again.
Yeah, if he does, he certainly could give you a big chance. You and David Hall have sort of got a nice thing going. I know you've only had sort of limited rides for him, but there's a couple of winners and he continues to give you good support.
Yeah, he's given me a lot of support, a few winners, which is always nice, and you just try to get your name out there, and I'm breaking through in a few more yards now, which is great, and it's just hopefully we can crack that break where you get constant support.